What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dragon Riders Media. I'm your host, Dragon Rider Vincent, aka Dragon Rider, baby. Hey, man, this has been exciting. I've been waiting to do this AMA for a very long time now. I finally got our schedules to meet up, man, and it is wonderful. Not only that, get this, they are now listed on links, baby. Man, I'm too excited about that, man. It's been a great year. 2024 has been awesome, man. It's Bitcoin has been ripping. Altcoins have been ripping. Everything below has been ripping, man. And now we're in a good spot, man. 2025, we have a great outlook in crypto. And man, it's going to be wonderful for all businesses and persons involved, especially with this ecosystem right here, man. So if y'all don't know, man, Mahina's been around for a very long time. And they've been doing great things, building, man. Not only survived, but thrived in the bear market, like a lot of projects right now that are now being really taken off and being successful. Coming out of the bear market, we're entering into the bull, and man, it's just been great all around. Not only that, look, Mahina has been, one of their big things is promoting women in finance. And I mean, we can all support that because, dude, there are some women in the crypto space that can walk circles around some of the most knowledgeable guys in the space, man. They don't get enough recognition. And one of their Mahina's missions is to help promote the women and just get them featured in this crypto space, man. So big shout out to Mahina. Big shout out to everybody, man, the whole ecosystem. Let's give a round of applause to the team. Let's go, baby. How y'all doing tonight?
We're here.
Doing well.
Howdy.
I'm juiced. I'm juiced.
I'm all fired up. I love it.
Yes. I love to do that, man, because it's man. Everybody knows that well, most people that follow, they all know that I'm when I'm really excited about a project, is not only I'm invested in it, I'm personally invested in it, financially invested in it. I really 100% support the project, man. It's a big difference between being a content creator, a paid content creator for certain things, and then projects and teams and people that you genuinely just 100% you supported before any kind of finance came involved. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to you guys. You guys have been killing it, and I can't wait to hear more.
It's exciting. It's you get excited about the vision, but then it's even more exciting when the vision starts to become reality, right? And
Absolutely.
Then when it's actually working and coming to fruition, then you really get excited.
Absolutely.
That's kind of where we're at right now. Hitting the pavement, and we're we're grinding, but it's a fun grind at this point.
Absolutely. So before we get into Mahina and everything it's about, let's get a little background on you guys. So we'll start with Bryson, man. How'd you get into Web3?
I'm in the insurance industry is called my core business. I forget which crash it was, but I started then investing in stocks, and then got solicited by some person as far as a crypto expert. I've had, my cousins made millions in crypto. I know buddies who have made multi-millions. So it was always intriguing to me. Yes. So I started going down that rabbit hole, and it was during the last bull market. So every recommendation this guy made, it was crazy. Some of the wins, that I had. And then a buddy from New Jersey tells me about SafeMoon, went down that rabbit hole heavy. Hit that in early April that year when it took off. So I've been in the SafeMoon community ever since, and pretty much hooked on DeFi at that point. I knew nothing about DeFi until SafeMoon. So that's kind of the journey.
Okay. All right. So what about you, Wizard?
Oh, man. Well, first and foremost, my background in as you said, fiat printing is I'm a scientist by trade. So a lot of my work is in pharmaceuticals, and with me getting into Web3, I kind of jumped in, like Bryson was saying, when SafeMoon kind of started coming around, and I think I got in April at the same time as you, Bryson. So yeah. I got in the community, and I just kind of wanted to learn more about like Web3. I wanted to learn about the tech involved. Like SafeMoon had a lot of things coming out, so I was just like, I want to learn more, and it kind of just it took off from there because I started doing more UX design. I got more involved with like actually building apps at my job now. So it's kind of like this. It just started compounding from there, and it's been such a journey. I love every moment of the stuff that we do.
You gotta love it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm telling you what, if you don't love it, you will fall out.
Especially in the bear market, right? You gotta love it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right,
It's been years, but it's been great.
Hey, look, because look, I'm gonna tell you what I've had. There were some people, especially like because I kind of came in pre like last bull run, so it was like right. I think it was 2020 is when I kind of got into crypto, and I was told about it years ago, and I thought I said I ain't buying that fake money. Blah blah. Look, I literally I could have bought Bitcoin for under $100, and I was like,
man.
I'm going on vacation. I'm not buying that fake stuff. I can't spend it. I can't do nothing with it. Why am I gonna put my money into that? And now I ended up buying into Bitcoin at 20,000.
20,000.
Yeah. So, hey, but look, hey, for everybody that got in, man, no matter where you're at, man, especially like right now, you are if you got in, especially before this year, you are definitely in the profits, regardless of where your buying point is. So, hey, big shout out to everybody who saw the vision of BTC and entered the game.
Halloween.
Oh, sorry, real quick, but yeah, Halloween. Let's hear what you got, man. So how'd you get into Web3?
So originally, when I was in Web3, it was through a friend. We were doing trades on Pancake Swap, just doing some cake trades, and then another one of my friends again talked about this company called SafeMoon, and I went down that rabbit hole and learned lots of interesting things about how DeFi works. And I've been at it ever since.
Let's go. Well, hey, I'm telling you what, the whole SafeMoon thing, like I didn't get into SafeMoon until later. I'm gonna have to be honest. So I didn't get in early and everything, and then like I got in earlier this year when hearing around the news of the SEC basically was losing their battle to them, and I was like, you know what, man, they're gonna lose this, dude. That it's gonna explode. Let me go ahead and throw some money into this. And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm very, very happy that I big shout out. No, not SafeMoon, but XRP. I'm sorry, XRP. I was thinking that's XRP. Oh man, I can't believe I got them mixed up. But so all right. So speaking of SafeMoon, what do y'all think about the whole thing around like the trading was restarted with that? Like that was a surprise for me. I was shocked. I was like, wait a minute, when did they start SafeMoon back up? Like, because people started like the chart started moving. I was like,
it threw me off too.
Yeah, it's a small liquidity pool though, right? I think it was like 11,000 when I noticed it. So you just got to be careful. I haven't been paying attention, to be honest with you.
oh yeah,
we've got too much going on. It's been tough to circle back.
Yeah.
Well, when I heard about it first, the first thing I noticed was the liquidity, and I told one of my buddies, like, hold off until you do some more digging and whatnot. But like Bryson, both myself and Wizard, we've been quite busy lately. We haven't really been paying attention to that stuff. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see where it turns out to be.
It would be the greatest redemption story of all time, though, if somehow, some way.
Hey, that would be so dope. Plus, too, man. In true DJing fashion, I went on ahead and I acquired. Even though but you know what? It's a difference. So you got DJing money, and then you got your regular investing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't look, for everybody out there, if you don't have DJing money, you don't be playing around in DJing tactics. I would say so. But in true DJ fashion, because I am a DJ and I got a little bit to waste, I went on ahead and I bought me a nice sizable bag. And it's one of those things that if it goes away, if it goes to zero, it is what it is. But if it goes, bro, I think if it goes, I think it'll outsend my BTC holdings. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, well, that's the dream, right? Is to find the next,
Yes.
BTC,
Yes.
but back in the day when it was, 100.
100%.
Man. So man, all right. So all right. So everybody got in pretty much Safe Moon around the Safe Moon era or whatnot. So what led you guys to become developers? A dev team. Well, anyway, how'd you guys come together to be like, hey, you know what? Let's do a project.
Well, it was conceived originally by myself, and it was conceived because Don Bailey, the founder of Blockbusters Tech, who
Big shout out
very
to
well,
Blockbusters
obviously.
Tech.
BBTF, we'll call him.
Yes.
But he talked about servicing other projects and being able to support and build for other projects. And quite frankly, I just took him up on that statement. I said, I got an idea. Let me run it by you. I did. He was all over it, and Mahina was created. But
Okay.
Don is a pioneer in my mind. He knows this space very well, and it's been a real pleasure to work with Don. And you've meet people along the way, and both Halloween and Wizard. We've been in Twitter Spaces for a while now, and as the project grows, different roles are needed, and it's just quite frankly a blessing because their skill sets are much different than mine, and they're perfect for the different roles that each one of us is playing. So I couldn't be happier with the team that we've been able to put together, and it's so important, right? The people are everything when it comes to a company, when it comes to a project. If you don't have good people, you're dead in the water. And that's, that's probably the biggest reason why you see a lot of projects not making it is because of the people.
Man, I'm telling you what, man, because hey, they come and go like I don't know, man. It's just it's like, oh man, we're so excited. We got this great team together. And then it's like 2 weeks later, it's like, oh well, the team fell apart because somebody robbed some stuff and somebody was on drugs and this and that. It's like, what? I thought you assembled like the A team, man. Well, I mean,
well, I feel like we've kind of stood the test of time to a degree at this point. We've been around now for a while. It's not a pump and dump or anything like that. So
yeah, absolutely. But I mean, any project, especially like any, I would say project, because we got projects to come and go, but any real business operating within the Web3 space, I mean, if they're around for at least a year, I mean, come on, it's like, okay, well, they really trying to do some stuff. They really trying to bring, especially with when we talk about the whole word utility, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, we got this great utility, and we're gonna bring out this video game, and like it's like, and then you like no progress whatsoever. You know what I'm saying?
Fast forward 3 years, we've got this great utility. We're gonna bring out this video game.
And we said, and then it's like 2-3 years later, like the game ain't never came, and then the dev was like, oh, I got a headache. I can't do this anymore. It's taking a toll on my life. And it's boom, it's gone.
Well, that's kind of where I personally see the next evolution in the space is developing utility and having real purpose behind the technology in these projects. And so that's always been the biggest goal for me, is to create utility around the project and prove concept, right? Show that we've actually created the utility, but that it's also benefiting the holders. And I think we've been able to put some checks in those boxes, and by doing so, we've now been able to go even further and find investment dollars to come in and really supercharge what we're trying to do, and really be able to push the fast forward button. So, we talk about 2025. It's happening a lot faster than I had ever hoped. And
yes,
by the time New Year's rolls around, it's game over, I think.
Bryce is very excited if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, it's like,
back me up, guys. I mean, you're behind the curtain. You know what's going on. You see it.
Honestly, every day has just been blowing my mind how well this is working. Like, I mean, kind of picking up your question of like how I got with the team. Like, I've been trying to help Blockbuster Tech with the My Deck Spot platform for months now. Like I reached out to Don over the summer and said, hey, I'd love to help out and kind of help get this app where it needs to be. And he kind of like with my help and with Rob as well, because he was definitely integral with helping with the beta testing. We got this app kind of like moving forward, and now it's like that. In fact, I can actually all the like the research and the testing I've been doing over the summer, especially with these bots. Now I'm actually able to take that now as a bot commander with Mahina and say, I have all these theories. Let's test them out and see how we do it. And like the results speak for themselves. We're seeing these numbers come in, and I'm just like, Halloween, Bryson, how you seeing these numbers?
So just to give you a little backdrop, we have investor dollars, and we wanted to put together a fleet. I kind of promised the community we'd have 100 My Deck spots, which are trading bots. Hopefully everyone knows that. But we needed someone to manage that effort, and so Halloween and I knew we wanted Wizard. We knew our guy, so we just floated it out there in the community, hoping that he'd raise his hand and say, "Yeah, I'm interested in that role." And sure enough, he did. And it was like, "Yeah, we wanted you
to." And it was beautiful too, because like the community was like saying like Wizard should try to go for it. And I'm like, what's this going on here with Wizard? I'm like, you got my attention, Bryson. Let's follow up real quick.
So it's perfect though. I mean, and that's really Mahina's kind of acted like that pilot group for some of the technology that Blockbuster's Tech is rolling out. So it's perfect. As a project, they developed the contract for us. But then again, they're developing utility through My Deck Spot. It's like, okay, I saw it work. Yeah. Great, we're going to take that and run with it, and that's exactly what we've done. So we're kind of the stress test as far as that goes.
Do you think?
Just a little bit.
But we want to push it and test it and stress it, and make sure it's ready for prime time when Don pulls the trigger on that. So
yeah, absolutely. Great. And I've been telling a lot of people about My Deck Spot for a while now, especially when they opened up the for like the beta for people to come in and everything, and of course I threw some money in there, and it definitely produces a profit. So I was like, let me okay, let's because it's always one of them things that you never really want to talk about, especially when we talk about AI and bots and especially trading bots. It's like, look, I don't really want to talk about this if I'm going to lose $1,000 here in a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? So like I threw a couple bands in there, and it was like, okay, I see what's going on here. And then so then I started I put it out to a few of my buddies that have money to do things like this, and they were like they're happy. So I'm so excited for the full rollout to come, man. It's like, bro, it's like because this is all something that we all kind of want, especially like as a trader, as an investor. It's like, look, I don't really have time because I'm building businesses. I'm building this. I'm networking, building relationships. I don't have the time that I used to sit here and stare at a chart all day and memorize. Look, I got my cheat sheet here and shit like that because I can't memorize like all these little patterns and shit like that on a regular basis. And it's like I don't have time to do all that, and like to have a bot or have anything, because I've created a couple of my own, and they're all right. They do a little bit, but there was a couple of them. I lost so much money. I was like, oh my God, oh my Jesus, I can't do that. I need something. Well, I need a different fix.
To take that even further, like I don't have time to learn My Deck Spot, right? So I just hold Mahina and like leverage their fleet. Right, and that's good enough for me. But I got to be able to learn this. So thankfully, Wizards on the team.
I mean, and the thing is, man, it's so simple to use. Like I threw some money in there, and I just kind of like set it and forget it, and I come back to it, and I'm just like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and just leave it on in there. Let me add a little bit more, and throw a little bit more bots in there, what I'm saying? Let's see what they all do, So I got and I named them like after anime characters. So I got all these.
I love it.
We're on the same track.
Yep.
Yeah. And definitely
though, it kind of brings me back to the Safe Moon days where I was like refreshing the wallet every 2 seconds to see the reflections pour in. I find myself refreshing the My Deck Spot to see if more trades triggered.
Well, don't forget refreshing on the referrals.
Yes.
that too,
Yes.
Yeah.
Bing, bing, bing. Well, that's good. And something like that is good for everybody, especially like, bringing people in, getting rewarded by actually helping to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So, especially like the referral thing. I mean, I think that's like any platform, that's a great bonus for anybody to be like, hey, I'm making money on this, come check it out. And boom, you brought some more users in. So you're getting rewarded for that as well. So, I mean, it's a win-win-win situation, in my opinion. And the more people using it, the more it's the the algorithms and stuff like that are getting better and better and better, because everybody's got their own different little strategies. And you throw, like we always say, 10 heads is better than one. So, when you got 1,000 people using it, and it's like, oh, well, they're doing it like this, and dude, that it's helping. It's helping everything.
It's when you really think about it, it's like this siphon that's essentially pulling money into the ecosystem, right? Because Blockbuster's tech, they take a piece off of all the successful trading. Yes. Mahina reflects Blockbuster's tech, and we've got a significant portion of Blockbuster's tech in our Flex Rewards pool. So the better they do, the more that helps, our project. So it's a win-win, and Don can really take this type of utility and run with it and promote it and market it without having to promote, Blockbuster's tech, right? A token. Yeah. This is a utility. And you're right. You hit it right on the head with that referral code. It just allows and motivates people to get the word out even that much faster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and the other key part is, with that referral code, we give them access to our bot commander, the guy who's successfully running all of our fleets. And, and we shared in a space not too long ago that the revenue gained from that referral stuff, we don't use it. We're going to end up giving it back to people. So, it's not about getting that referral money or income or passive referral pennies and dollars. It's about building relationships and making sure that we can make a positive impact, within our community.
100%.
Absolutely.
Well, you want people to have a successful experience, right? So you need support. And, they need to know how to set it up, to get it going, to how to fine tune it. And so we're kind of positioning
and build
ourselves.
confidence.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there is a learning curve, like everything else. There's a learning curve, and you need support. And we definitely, provide that to the people that, take advantage of our referral code.
Absolutely. And then, and beyond that, like it actually helps, that actually helps me and Links out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, Links is helping, without accurate data, you wouldn't be able to get accurate trades. So just saying out there, wink, wink, hint, hint. Links is doing the damn thing. A lot of people don't know this, man, because we've been pretty silent for a long time, and it's like, they really don't know like the efforts that's been put behind Links and stuff like that. But next year, Links is really going to get shouted from the mountaintops. And because like say it's just like each hand in this ecosystem, man, is not only helping to build it, man, but it's going to thrive from it. So everybody's working hand in hand. You know what I mean? And it helps. Yep. And it helps, man. It's like free marketing. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
It's like, oh, you got this. Oh, okay. Especially stuff that works. Especially stuff that works. You can have the greatest idea out in the land, and if you're not executing it properly, and if it don't work, it's in the toilet. You know what I mean? So having some great people surrounding especially different businesses coming together, collabing to bring about great products amongst each other, man. I'm all about it. And anyone especially in Web3 ought to have a good eye for, especially if you're business minded and business focused in this space and trying to actually, make money and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You need to pay attention to the businesses that are not only working together, but they're thriving, and they've got utilities that actually work in to back them up.
I think that's a difference maker, That's how you survive. You're not just a pump and then everyone sells and then there's nothing to support after that. If everyone loses interest, there's no juice anymore. So
Exactly.
unless you have a utility or something, you're basically done.
Yeah, and utility,
And not just
like I say, functioning utility.
Yeah.
That is,
Yes.
Not the endless hope of utility.
yeah.
And I think everybody on the team is a very like-minded, but we also share very unique skill sets. Wizard, he's a scientist. That's amazing. That's crazy. Every time I tell my buddies I work with a scientist, this is, Bryson brings a whole different ball game. And again, my background has been over 25 years of operational aspects. Obviously I work for a large corporation, but we all kind of feed off of each other's kind of insight, and then at the end of it we've tweaked all of our ideas and visions to one master plan. It's honestly, it's amazing when it all comes together like that. And I've worked for a lot of different teams in the fiat world, but I mean the one right now I gel the best with. So I'm super excited. And just to answer that one question you asked, how did I join the team? I've known Bryson for a while before I even reached out to him. I've had interactions with Don Bailey prior to reaching out to Bryson. I literally just DM'd him like, "Hey, man, you know what? Let's have a conversation and see where it goes." And lo and behold, we share very similar ideas and values, and it was just born. So it was amazing.
Yeah, that was easy.
Yeah.
How
but
easy
when
to
everything
test
flows that well, it makes it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I say, when you got a few different heads that come together, especially from different backgrounds, you have similar goals, you have similar, you can work well with each other and mesh, man. I mean, that makes all the difference in any kind of business. I don't care what kind of business it is, man. If you bumping heads with your partners, it's not going to work out in the long run. So having like-minded individuals and business focused individuals, you know what I mean, because everybody you got to have people that wearing different hats, right? Like you got a scientist, you got corporate background, you got different background, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you got these different personalities and you got these different skill sets that come together to make something else happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, if everybody if everybody on the team was a scientist, you wouldn't know how to really push the business. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
It's like
Correct.
Exactly.
have the smartest motherfucker in the world. No, excuse me. You have the smartest person, you know what I'm saying? But they don't know. And you got people that interact with communities. If you cannot communicate to your community, you're going to fail too. You can have the greatest idea. You can be all the smartest, but if you can't interact with people and get them interested in your product, boom, your product's dead.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's what I kind of face in my day to day. Because like for me, like I work in a laboratory setting where it's a large pharmaceutical, and like to get noticed, you have to kind of get your ideas out there to management to get going. And like for me, I'm like, I have to effectively communicate a complex topic and pitch it in 30 seconds so I can get my thing going. And that's kind of like, you guys see my these technical reports I'm putting out. That's the level I put when I put towards my, like, if I give me like a drug run or something, like I want you guys to have my knowledge and experience to make this project more professional and more like just amazing, like how we can redefine what a DeFi company would look like,
Yeah.
And I think another important factor is we're all successful in life. So we're kind of all doing this for the love of, crypto and DeFi. Do we want to make money long term? Of course. But, at this point, no one's making money. It's just, us being passionate and just building and pushing the space further. So, I think that's important. I think that's really important because a lot of people that are stressed financially, cut corners perhaps or get desperate, that's when the bad stuff starts to happen, right?
Yeah, it's like I need to pay my rent, so let me pull a little of this liquidity.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's like, come on, no, you can't be stealing from the business like that. It's illegal. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Right. And plus, like I say, with all the different backgrounds, you come from different backgrounds, but then the more you deal with each other and do business with each other, you all gain kind of you know, it's you get those mental handshakes where it's like, oh well, okay, well, I recognize a little. You're getting a bit of experience from each other as well. So that's all that helps you grow the business as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Absolutely.
Yep.
yeah, it's great stuff, man. It's great stuff. I'm all about it. So
That's great.
With Mahina, so let's get into a little bit of what Mahina specifically itself is about.
So originally it was founded on the goal of helping women in the financial services industry, you know, get support and really get launched into that career path. My wife, Grace, is the founder of an organization called Akamai Advisors here in Utah. Obviously, I've known her forever, and I've seen and worked with her in many different agencies, and I see these, you know, male-dominated environments and how they essentially are kind of ignoring and not really putting their resources behind some of these women advisors, when these folks are, you know, some of the best, and if they simply put money behind them, they you know, get a huge windfall. So we decided to essentially go out on our own and form our own agency, Akamai Advisors. And it's nice to be able to support, you know, women in an environment where they feel comfortable putting resources behind them. And it's, you know, a force multiplier, I call it, or a butterfly effect. If we can support them and get them launched, then they're gonna help thousands of families, you know, in turn, right, with their financial planning and all that fun stuff. So that was kind of the core utility. We ran some dinner seminars and you know, we did great, and we created a nice return for the holders of Mahina. So we want to diversify, right? We want to have, you know, my deck spots. We want to have events. I'm working with a technology company here in Utah called Pendant. We're developing a lead program for financial advisors. Akamai Advisors is going to be the pilot for that. But essentially, that's a financial wellness platform that companies can offer to their employees. And we can have the financial advisor embedded inside that platform. That's called the expert. So that's a great marketing vehicle that I can see Mahina, you know, sponsoring and paying for that advisor. And then that advisor can then be the expert for those employees or those businesses. So it's really all coming together. It's just amazing sometimes how life works. You know, we've got my deck spot triggering. We just got more investment money there to support up to 200 bots. Like, you know, the goal was 100, and now we've got enough money for 200. So, you know, that's clicking. Then we got Akamai Advisors clicking with this new marketing initiative. We got the Flex Rewards pool, you know, with the BBTF tokens inside that and other Mirror Protocol tokens. You know, just a little bit extra support for the ecosystem as well. So, you know, 2025, here we come.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. So excuse me. So with the events, man. So what are we gonna see? What, you know, maybe in 2025, are we gonna get some decent events?
Well, we've actually, you know, as far as for the women advisors, yes. But we've also created a Mahina Council for just another additional incentive for some of the bigger investors that want to come in and support the growth of the MyDexBot fleet. So assuming things play out like we hope and anticipate, we will put together an event. I don't know where yet, maybe Maui, maybe Vegas, where we'll invite the council. Maybe have a night out with them, and then have like the next day be an open event for the community itself. So I'm all about that. You know, we worked very hard. We've been through a lot these past couple years with SafeMoon and, you know, all the stuff, the bear market. And I'm a big fan of, you know, when we get there, let's celebrate. Let's take time out and celebrate the wins.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you know, I have a big outlook for you guys. You know, because you just didn't kind of took the rough patches in the bear market and kept building. And it just shows that you guys weren't just here to make a quick buck. You're actually out to build something for the long term. I mean, that's all we can ask from anything that is from an investor standpoint. That's all we can ask from anything that we invest in, is that, hey, if I'm going to throw some money at this, what are you going to do for me to give me a return on my investment?
Well, our community is small but tight.
Yeah.
Right? I call them the Mahaniacs. The Mahaniacs are, they're a tight group. And I want to be able to shake hands with some of these folks at one point, and say thank you for your support and your loyalty. I know it's not a rocket ship; it takes time to build, and for these folks to be still passionate about what we're up to, and giving us the reassurance we need to keep pushing forward. That's important. Every little contribution counts. If that's a retweet, or if that's a like, or just a DM saying, "Hey, you're doing great. Thanks for what you're doing." It all helps. So, at some point, we definitely want to celebrate the wins for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'd love to see you guys at some of these, either your guys' event, or if you guys decide to attend some of these other crypto. Because I'm gonna tell you what, man, these crypto events lately have been phenomenal. And especially the ones that's been held out in Vegas, the ones in Miami. We just seen Art Basel, man. It's been crazy, great stuff for everybody in the crypto industry. You know what I'm saying? And with more and more business people getting involved with it as well. And even just regular investors, man, just being excited about crypto and being curious about crypto as well, for those that aren't in it yet. You know what I mean? Like being able to meet these teams, shake hands with them, learn more about their products and stuff like that, man, is that does more wonders than anything. I mean, we can have all the AMAs in the world, but being able to actually shake somebody's hand, look them in the eye, and be like, "Hey, I like your product." You know what I mean? That's
Yep. Well, we're entering into a new world, quite frankly, here in the U.S., right? With the new administrative coming in. It's a crypto friendly environment for the next 4 years at least. Like, what does it look like 4 years from now after a friendly atmosphere? Like it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. And Utah's, they call it Silicon Slope. So if you find your way out here, definitely hit me up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wasn't there just an event out there? It was either
there's a lot of stuff happening.
Salt Lake. That's in Utah, right? Yeah. There was an event out there recently. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to make it out there this year. But yeah, regardless of where you guys, wherever you guys end up, man, I'm gonna definitely do what I can to make sure I attend either, like I say, either your solo event, or maybe if you attend some of these other events with other projects, man. Because like I say, just what you guys are doing, and especially your mission and your vision that you have, it's anybody, whether in crypto or not, should support, this type of vision, and in the direction that you're going. Because I'm gonna tell you what, especially with women in the space, there are a lot of women that and very, very, very smart women, especially when it comes to crypto and blockchain tech, that they tend to not really bring out themselves and stuff like that, because a lot of the hate that they get, because it's insulting, and it's crazy, the comments that come across some of their feeds and stuff like that. Like I see this stuff and I'm just like, dude, that is disgusting. Like I can expect, this is 2024, you know what I mean? How you still think that way? You know what I'm saying? Like you hear this, oh, get back in the kitchen, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, how can you be disgusting like that? Like, are you serious right now? Like, tell me what you know about
social media. It's I didn't have it growing up. I'm an older cat, but yeah, it can get very ugly. But you just got to block out the noise and stay focused. And
absolutely,
keep on the mission.
Right on the bots. That's where my eye is right now.
Yeah, on the bots, baby.
I've got time for drama. I got time to make sure those bots are functioning, are happy and healthy. That's what I'm focusing on.
Absolutely. Well, man, hey, it's been great talking to you guys. With the great outlook I have for the whole ecosystem surrounding, especially Blockbusters Tech. It is we are all in a great position to really to make 2025 an amazing I would say I don't know an amazing I can't think of the word, dude. When I get excited, my
Just
ADHD
making
kicks
it,
in. I can't think of stuff, dude.
making the dream come alive. I mean,
Yes,
honestly,
yes, making it a
it's-
reality.
yeah, Blockbusters Tech, Don, Mahina, Links. I mean, everyone involved. My deck spot, Mirror Protocols. Like, it's just going to come together. And
Yeah.
it's not just us that are starting to fire. It's everybody. It's you guys. It's BBTF. They're going to come out with the app for my deck spot. It's going to be wild, man. I can't wait to see it go.
I can't wait. And plus, like I say, there's a lot of people that really do not take they hear a lot of different things as far as especially negative stuff, coming out about different projects and this and that, and even people. And it's like you don't really understand and you don't know unless you are actually working with these people. So, for anybody with any negative comments out there, for anybody involved with this entire ecosystem, I'm gonna tell you what, you don't know what you think you know. So, parakeeting what you done heard some degen shiller from the depths of the crypto space, just because you heard somebody say something negative, don't take that as a grain. We always say do your own research. Definitely do your research on these different businesses and the people involved with these businesses. I'm gonna tell you what, if you actually do your research on these people, you will see that there's a big difference between what these people that don't know what they're talking about and reality.
That's one thing I've learned on Twitter, and there are haters.
Twitter's bad for it.
Every project has a hater, right? There's at least one hater out there. Anything you do, not good enough, right? So it's just the doers. We just do, and ignore the noise, ignore the FUD. We know what we're trying to accomplish and where we're at, and we're pretty darn confident we're going to get there. And more than anything, we're excited and we're having fun.
And I think regardless of the comments that are shilled out there into the Twitter space, I mean, all three of us have been very accessible to anybody, whether you're a referral or you're a community member or you're just interested in getting questions answered. I think we're very transparent when it comes to giving out the information that's asked. And I think that transparency, to be honest, is going to move us forward with our initiatives that we have coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, and as transparent as you can be, man, there's some things that you can't really discuss. I mean, because of whether it be because of the business or whatnot. I mean, people need to understand that you got to take a different mindset when it comes to talking with businesses and talking with Bitcoin devs that aren't really devs. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's a big difference between that, and really get your mind wrapped around like the business mindset and how businesses are supposed to conduct themselves, and business people are supposed to conduct themselves. You can't get all the information all the time. I mean, you may have a question, they'll answer it in the best capacity, but to protect whatever secrets or tech that the companies have, and especially some of the stuff that they have coming out eventually, there's things we gotta take into account as far as you can't say, oh well, we got this great thing coming out, you need to buy the token.
Here's the secret sauce.
Can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just one of those things that you just take the information and just educate yourself about the space and proper business practices, and you'll see a big difference in your thought process when it comes to what these different businesses in the crypto space are doing.
Yeah, and with that said, we've been pretty public with the kind of the goals we're trying to achieve and where we're at, in that process, but also getting feedback from the community, right? There's decisions we've made based on the consensus of the community. So, there's a balance there, right? We certainly want to be able to listen and take feedback and suggestions. I'm open to any ideas and thoughts. And like Halloween said, if someone DMs me, if I'm not back to them pretty quick, at the latest 24 hours, I can't think of one person I haven't gotten back to within a 24-hour time frame. So, that's important to me. It's important in my regular business to be responsive to clients. So, we just take the same approach here. Nothing different.
Yeah.
I mean, Bryson, before I joined the team, actually, I remember I used to always DM you, and you got back to me within like a couple hours, and I always loved that. Like, you were able to give me just quick answers right when I needed, and I was like, I always appreciated it.
Yeah, I want people to get answers, right? I want to be accessible. Like I said, our community is tight. We're small. We have. There's always going to be haters out there, but we're just doing this for us in the community. We're not trying to conquer the world. We don't need to save millions. We just want to save the Mahaniacs. That's all.
I heard that, man. Well, that's good stuff. Well, it's nice to finally check in with you guys, man. We're definitely going to have to do a follow-up video later on to do some updates and stuff, especially towards the end of 2025, where we're all super even more successful than we already are, and giving out even more great news.
1,000 bots, baby. 1,000 bots.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
I'm excited about it.
Put that in the memory book, and we'll talk next year and see how close we get to the 1,000.
That's it, man. Hey, look, sometimes you got to speak things to existence and really believe in it. Hey, because I'm gonna tell you what, it really, it happens. It happens.
Yes.
Yep.
Hold 100%. Me accountable. I don't mind being held accountable.
Yes. With that being said, look, I appreciate everybody that came out to check out Mahina. And, just get the information and everything. If you have any questions, the team already, look, they just said it. Reach out to them. Don't just take what, A, B, C, D, somebody that you don't even know said. You know what I mean? Go straight to the horse's mouth. Get your information, you know what I'm saying? And just understand as well, like, you may have a question that they can't necessarily give you all the details to, but you have to respect that because, we're trying to conduct proper business in this crypto space. So reach out to the team for your questions. Reach out to anybody. You can reach out to me. I'm pretty knowledgeable about what's going on, but at the same time, I don't have all the answers either. So, just reach out to somebody instead of just taking what somebody else said for gold. And definitely, look, go to the website, check out the website, MahinaToken.com. You can check out the whole ecosystem, the white paper, and everything. Read the white paper. Nobody reads the white papers anymore. Why is that? I don't know. Like, I want to buy BTC, but I've never but I've never read the white paper. Why are you get out of here with that? Like, look, do your research and get you some knowledge. Make educated decisions about what you're doing, especially in this crypto space, because you'll get rugged and you get taken advantage of, like all the other tools out there. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Crazy out there. Be safe.
Hey, yes, this space is crazy. Be safe and never invest more. We always say never invest more than what you're willing to lose, because I'm telling you what, this space is very volatile. It's very, very risky. We see BTC, man, just with the slightest news, it goes up and down like crazy, and people lose their minds. So just get some understanding about the space, educate yourself, and have fun. Hey, have fun. Out
well
there,
said.
Man. That's what crypto's about. We're out here to have fun and to do big things and to make money along the way. And but also, if you haven't already, if whatever platform you're watching this on, listening to this on, definitely make sure you hit me a follow, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. It helps algorithms and everything, and it enables me to do more giveaways and stuff like that. And appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Big thank you to the team. Oh, this way to the team. Big thank you to all to the team, man. Thank you for coming out and giving us the 411 on Mahina and everything you guys got going on. And man, 2025 is gonna be great for everybody. And I'll see y'all next year, baby.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing inside of me. You better watch out if you ignite me. The road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him.